Welcome back once again, all of my low carb friends, and for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Today I have another very easy keto dessert recipe for you. Today I am going to show you how to make keto no-bake pudding pie. I absolutely love no-bake recipes because not only are they simple, but you don't have to heat up your house in order to get a special treat. And if you want a printable version of this recipe, you can check out my website at janetsdeliciouslowcarbkitchen.com. You can find a printable version of this recipe and other goodies there for you. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see lots of easy, delicious, low-carb keto recipes, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button. That way you can be notified every time I put out videos, at least every Wednesday and Saturday. And if you'd like to help support the channel, make sure you scroll down in the description of the video. You'll see some affiliate links. Anytime you purchase anything using those affiliate links, a small portion of your purchase will go to me and help support the channel. So while you do all that, let's get cooking. Before you start making the pie, place two 13.5-ounce cans of full-fat coconut milk in the refrigerator overnight so it can get a good chill. Make sure you do not shake the cans. You don't want to mix the coconut cream with the water that's inside the can. You want to make sure that the cream stays separate. Once the coconut milk has chilled overnight and you're ready to actually make your pie, then lightly grease a 9-inch pie pan and set it aside for a minute. In a medium mixing bowl, sift together 149 grams or around 1 1/3 cups of coconut flour, 20 grams or around 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, 67 grams or around 1/3 cup of the granulated sweetener of your choice. I'm using granulated monk fruit sweetener. You can use whatever granulated sweetener you want. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Sift everything together until everything is fully combined and there are no lumps in the dry ingredients. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/2 cup of butter that's been melted and cooled. Use a fork and stir everything together until all the dry ingredients are moist. Make sure all of the dry ingredients have been moistened with the butter and vanilla. Scoop the mixture into your prepared pie pan. Then use your fingers or the bottom of a cup and press the dough firmly and evenly throughout the bottom and slightly up the sides of your pie pan. Then place it in the freezer until you're ready to use it. Take the coconut milk cans out of the fridge. Again, do not shake them, do not mix them. You want to keep the cream and the water separate. Scoop out just the top firm portion from the coconut milk can. This is the firm coconut cream. This is all you want scooped out. And measure out around 240 milliliters or about 1 cup of the coconut cream. Or if you prefer, you can use heavy whipping cream instead of the coconut cream. Scoop the chilled cream into a large blender. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 31 grams or around 1/4 cup of the powdered sweetener of your choice. I'm using powdered monk fruit allulose blend that I make. You can use whatever powdered sweetener you want. Pulse everything together about 2 or 3 times just until the mixture starts combining. Then blend on high 1 to 2 minutes or until the mixture has thickened. Sprinkle in a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. If you don't have xanthan gum or don't want to use xanthan gum, you can use gelatin powder or cognac powder, pretty much any keto thickener of your choice. You do have to have this xanthan gum or xanthan gum substitute in because this is what thickens your cream mixture. Pulse everything together a couple times to start combining the ingredients, then blend on high for 1 minute or until creamy and thick. Scoop the cream into a small bowl. Then place it into the refrigerator until we're ready to use it. Place 47 grams or around 6 tablespoons of the powdered sweetener of your choice into a large blender. I'm using powdered monk fruit allulose sweetener that I make. You can use whatever powdered sweetener you want. Add 6 grams or around 1 3/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. If you don't want to use xanthan gum, you can use gelatin powder or cognac powder or any keto thickener of your choice. You do need to have this xanthan gum or xanthan gum substitute. This is going to thicken your chocolate pudding layer. Add an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 240 milliliters or around 1 cup of the milk of your choice, 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 40 grams or around 2 tablespoons of keto chocolate syrup. I'm using Chalk Zero's chocolate syrup. You can use whatever chocolate syrup you want. If you don't have a keto chocolate syrup, you can use about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder, but you may need to adjust the milk that you're using just a little bit to even out that thickness of the cocoa powder. Pulse the mixture about 2 or 3 times just until everything starts combining together. Then blend on high for 1 minute or until the mixture has thickened. Remove the cream from your refrigerator. Scoop about half of the cream into your blender. If you want to measure this out, it's just under 4 ounces. Then place the remaining cream back into your refrigerator. Blend on high another minute or until the mixture is creamy and has thickened. Once you have it blended in, you might want to taste it, and you can adjust the chocolate syrup more or less according to your personal taste. If you are using the cocoa powder instead of the chocolate syrup, be careful on how much you add. You don't want that bitter cocoa powder taste or a flaky texture in your pie. Remove the crust from your freezer. Scoop the chocolate filling into your crust and use a spatula to spread the filling evenly throughout the crust. Then place it back into the freezer while you're making the vanilla layer. We're going to be making the vanilla layer pretty much exactly like the chocolate layer, except for we're going to be omitting the chocolate syrup and increasing our vanilla extract. So again, in your blender, place 47 grams or about 1/3 cup of the powdered sweetener of your choice. And again, I am using my powdered monk fruit allulose blend that I make. Add 6 grams or 1 3/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. And again, you can use gelatin powder, cognac powder, or a keto thickener of your choice if you don't want to use the xanthan gum. Add an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 240 milliliters or around 1 cup of the milk of your choice, and increase that vanilla extract to 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Then pulse everything together a couple times just until everything starts combining. Then blend on high for at least 1 minute or until the mixture has thickened. Remove your remaining cream from the refrigerator and scoop it into the blender. Then blend on high another minute or until the mixture is creamy and thickened. You can also adjust the vanilla here according to your personal taste, so you might want to take a taste of the vanilla layer and adjust accordingly. Remove your pie from the freezer, spoon the vanilla layer over the chocolate layer, then use a spatula and evenly spread the vanilla layer over the chocolate layer. Be careful when you're doing this. You want to make sure you keep the layers somewhat separate. Once the layers are spread evenly, place your pie back in the freezer and freeze for at least 6 to 8 hours or until firm. I freeze mine overnight because you want to make sure that this is very firm. Once the pie is all firmed up, remove it from the freezer, then cut it into your desired size slices. If you want to, you can top the pie with a little bit of grated chocolate before you serve it. That's up to you if you want to do that. Okay, we are back. My pie has set in the freezer overnight. Cut me a nice little slice of it. See, look at that. You can see the light chocolate layer and the vanilla layer on top. Yum. I also grated I don't know if you could see that really, but I grated just a tiny little bit of chocolate over the top of it, and it's all over the plate because I made a mess, because I always do when I cook. But let's see how this yummy thing tastes, huh? Don't lose the crust. Yum. It has a really nice taste to it. I like that. It's got a nice creamy texture to it. It's not like ice cream. It's kind of a mix between whipped cream and almost a gelato almost. I don't know, it's an interesting texture in the middle there. It's really good actually though. I like the flavor. The coconut milk gives it a little bit of a coconutty taste. So if you are sensitive to coconut taste, you can always substitute out the coconut cream for just heavy whipping cream. To me, it's good. But yeah, it's good stuff. I like it. You can eat this immediately. If you do have any leftovers, slice the pie into your desired size slices and store them in an airtight, freezer-safe container for up to 1 month. Eat and enjoy. And that's our recipe of the day. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you click that thumbs up like button, click that subscribe button, leave me a comment if you want to. Let me know if there's any recipes that you'd like to learn how to make, and I'll do what I can to get those out there for you. And as always, keep cooking.